You're watching Agenda, and our show today is all about good news. After all, the week is almost ending and it's good to have a pick-me-up. So on the show today, we have many of the UPSC exam toppers, the cream of the crop really, who will become future IAS, IFS and IPS officers. As you know by now, 1,099 officers have been selected after a tough set of exams across the country. 14 of the toppers are from Kashmir alone. 2 of them are on the show today, and so are others from all across the country. And there are so many new trends that we are talking about. Let me just introduce them to you one by one. We'll have 5 of the toppers joining us here on Agenda. In studio, we have 2 of them. One of them from the Valley who is here with us. That's Sohail Qasim Mir. Congratulations. And also we have Soumya Jha, who is also. Let me tell you a little bit about their backgrounds. Soumya is a qualified MBBS, and Sohail was studying here in Jamia Millia University, doing his post-graduation, pursuing your PhD. And when they've qualified, also giving us the perspective of how the IAS exams, the civil services exams have changed. We are also joined by TSR Subramaniam, former Chief Secretary, so topmost IAS officer, to talk about the trends of the civil services as well. First of all, I have to ask you, Sohail, 14 candidates who are successful from the Valley. Now, the first question I really want to ask everyone, because nowadays, you see millennials, all of you are young people, really young people. You see the kind of things that they're ambitious about. It's interesting to me that so many people, and all of you, you have bright careers, you could have gone into anything. Who wants to be a bureaucrat? Is it aspirational to be a bureaucrat or be in the IAS in the Valley?
Definitely. I mean, getting into bureaucracy, the IAS, IFS, IPS, these are the coveted services in the country. So it's not just about the Valley. The youth from all across the country, they aspire to get into these services, and same truth applies to Kashmir. The students over there, the youth over there, I believe they are also aspiring. And now this year we have seen that there are around 15 candidates from Jammu and Kashmir state who have made it to the finalist. The trend is very encouraging.
Yes.
We need a platform and see that we can excel actually.
Yeah, we are hope to join by another another successful person from Srinagar as well, Bisma Qazi, who has also got in. But do you get surprised? What did your family and friends say when you said you wanted to be an IAS officer?
I think when I revealed it to my family, to friends, that I want to be an IAS officer, they were actually excited about it. Because as I said, this is the topmost job in the country. But then there are apprehensions as well. Because of the fact that this is the toughest examination, there are challenges, and the chances of getting through, they are very little. So the apprehensions were there, but I convinced my family, my friends, that I believe in myself and I can do it. So it was at that point of time they reposed faith in me, and then they constantly supported me throughout my journey, and today I have been able to make it because of their support.
Were there also other people, because you hear all kinds of stories as well, were there apprehensions among some people saying, why do you want to be part of the Indian government? Because there are, it is the Valley which has been so much conflict zone. We've seen so much disturbing news emerging from there. Were there people who said to you, Sohail, why do you want to be part of the Indian bureaucracy?
Because perhaps I want to change the things for better.
Yeah.
So that has been the motive to actually to join the bureaucracy. So if you have the authority, you are at the higher posts of the hierarchy, then you can actually make things change to give better administration to the people, to solve their problems. And that has been actually the motive for me joining the services.
That's such an excellent answer as well. I wonder if Bisma Qazi can hear me. She has got the 115th rank in UPSC from Kashmir, and I wanted to ask her as well. But first, before that, I want to come to you, Soumya. You're a doctor.
That's
right?
True.
You're an MBBS. You did your MBBS in 2015.
Yes.
Why do you want to be a bureaucrat?
Well,
Isn't it true that doctors make more money?
It depends on the doctor, of course. But to answer your first question, I had always wanted to be an IAS. Call it fascination, call it whatever you will, but since childhood I had looked up to that profession. And although I was interested in medicine, I did MBBS and I would have continued with the profession, but because of
Your
that
father's
lasting,
a bureaucrat in Madhya Pradesh.
yes, he
Your
is
mother's
in
a
police.
doctor.
That's
so
true.
you saw both of them.
And I decided to combine the two and see where it goes.
Okay, I'll come back to that. Bisma Kazi, we've just heard from Sohail, who told us a brilliant thing, that he wanted to change things from inside, and that's why working with the bureaucracy and the IAS in India makes sense over there. I wanted to ask you, if anything, you know, Sohail's also told us how tough it is, these exams, and we all know how tough they are. You have preliminaries, you have mains. The big story that was emerging from the valley was the kind of, you know, the number of curfews that were there. How difficult was it studying for these exams sitting in Srinagar? Bisma? Yeah.
Yes.
How difficult was it with all the kind of curfews there to prepare for these exams in Srinagar?
Ma'am, I prepared it from my home place only. It was a bit difficult, but then if the person is consistent, it is determined to do something, then things are much easier, because where there is will, there is way. That is the thing that worked for me and all along the way. And I'm very happy that finally hard work paid off.
And were there people, as Sohail was saying, there were some people, were there people who said to you, why do you want to be an Indian bureaucrat?
Ma'am, please repeat the question. I'm not able to hear.
Were
the
there people
question properly
in your family and friends who didn't understand why you wanted to be an IAS?
Ma'am, sorry, I didn't understood what are you saying.
Okay, we'll fix your audio and come back to you in a bit.
Properly.
TSR Subramaniam, if I can just come to you, 14 people from the valley have gotten this time. Is that an unusual number? Does that number surprise you, or is it some, you know, has that always been the case?
I don't know, I've not followed in great detail, but frequently we have bunches coming from different states. Bihar frequently produces very large number of officers, Karnataka, large number of states. I'm a little surprised at 15, but not really speaking, because there are 3, 4, 5 good colleges there, they produce this kind of number. I'm not surprised about that.
And what's interesting is there's a Zakat Foundation which apparently has 6 candidates who, you know, 6 of the successful candidates from the valley got in there. Right. But you were telling me earlier how the government's own scheme of the Jamia Foundation, which is here in Delhi, which works with minorities, which works with women, Dalits and Muslims, yes, and they have got 28 successful candidates. That's amazing.
Yes, exactly. If we see in the Indian bureaucracy, the proportion of minorities is very less compared to their population. So there has been this initiative of Ministry of Minority Affairs. They have attached to various universities, these coaching centers, Jamia Millia Islamia, Hamdard, Maulana Azad University, and these centers have been doing great. And I was myself enrolled in Jamia Millia Islamia's residential coaching academy. I think, and the result is amazing for this year with 28 selections.
That's right.
Yes, for this year, and they have been doing a great job actually, and people from minority section, SC, ST and women can enroll over there, and the results are for everybody to see.
I know. Well, the person who has come out on top, everybody's done well, everybody on our show has done well, is KR Nandini. She's the topper, and of course what you would have seen as the big headline is that Nandini is the, you know, women have been topping this for 3 years in a row. So, hell, no offense, but women have really been doing well in this. The number, of course, is Nandini, congratulations for being the topper in such a prestigious exam. I wanted to ask you that women have been doing well. Before you, Tina Darby also did, and Ira Singhal also before that. So, but why is it that 23%, total number is 1,099, only 23% are women, do you think?
Thank you so much for your wishes. I think women are slowly coming out, and now there is an equal opportunity for women to pursue their dreams and their aims, and slowly the number is improving, and it's a very happy moment also.
Bisma, what is it that your friends said as soon as they heard that you have been successful? Bisma.
Yes, ma'am. What was behind me that propelled me toward the success? Ma'am, that was the consistency, perseverance, and hard work. And it was something that I cherished since my childhood. So this was a time I completely focused. I did a full-fledged focused study, and the things are on the table now.
Soumya, we have Soumya Pandey also joining us from Allahabad. Soumya, do you have a theory about why women do so well? They've come out tops, but still the number is much less. I want to ask both the Soumyas. Soumya Pandey first.
Yes, ma'am, that's right. Women number is still very less, but it is an encouraging sign that women are coming out topping this exam year after year. And if girls are encouraged to do well, they have much more potential than boys, I feel, and they are not given a chance. If they are given, then we have examples like Chavla, Kiran Bedi ma'am, and many more.